Welcome to my midweek update. For those who don't know me, my name is Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. We've been a teaching group for over 25, 30 years now, and let's begin. Okay, so let's take a look at what's been driving this market. So if you look at our gold miners, and we've been in these for quite a while, the gold miners right now are up about 96%. Now, the banks started to take the lead yesterday. We started to see some rotation going to the banks. We were in Goldman Sachs. Citi is about ready to break out. Bank of America is about ready to break out. So a little money is going back into, transferring back into the banks away from tech. Now, tech has amazed me because there's only two stocks that are driving this whole stock market. And it's, again, your Google, okay, which since January has had a return of 47%, and your Amazon, which has had a return of around 27%. But when you go through the others, they're not doing so well. Microsoft has a return of 18%. Then after that, Meta, 6.9%. Apple, 6.5%. Tesla, minus 14%. So there's some record bad breath in this market. And it means that this whole market, if Google and Amazon start falling apart, there's a real problem. And that is why we're starting to see this money continuing to go into the gold and gold miners. Now, if you look at, again, Meta, you can see here, okay, Apple, these haven't been performing well. Now, let's get to the weak groups that you need to stay away from. Let's look at everybody was running, remember, to the consumer staples. Take a look at the chart here. Look how terrible they're doing. Everyone thought they'd be hiding in those, but no, know what they're doing? They're going to gold, okay? Energy, look at that. Energy's starting to break down again. Industrials breaking down again. And then, of course, your materials aren't doing well. So the only place that you can really find some action is in Google and Amazon. And because, remember, we have a record debt. We have margin debt of $1.05 trillion a month is going into these stocks, to the tech sector. And you have all these investors believing that's where you got to be.
3 minutes.
So again, when you look at the banks, that's where I'd be putting. We did this already yesterday. We bought a little bit of Goldman Sachs already, and we bought a little bit of Citigroup. We're watching BAC. So again, the idea that this market is just going to continue to go up. When we found out yesterday, remember the labor market's really, really important. And we found out yesterday 1.5 million fake jobs between August 2024 and March of 2025. 1.5 million. I mean, when you have a weak labor market, that's a tough thing. So, again, we got record margin debt, record overvaluation, record concentration, just a few stocks. So, if everyone is thinking that they're just going to keep buying tech stocks and the market's never going to come down again, and there's really no place to hide, where are you going to go buy Coca-Cola? What are you, nuts? Why would you buy Coca-Cola? You're going to buy Clorox? Those don't work anymore. That is why so many people are in gold, because they also can tell the labor market, okay, is sending such a signal, okay,
4 minutes.
that it's I mean, when you have a weak labor market, jobs openings are negative. But all that's on everybody's mind is these two tech stocks. Oh, and by the way, inflation is down now, they're telling us. Really? No, it's not. It went to 2.7%. But still, groceries, gasoline, everything we use still is high. Remember how they measure inflation? When you measure inflation, it only measures the speed at which it's pulling back, not measuring the prices. So people think, oh, boy, inflation, we're almost at 2%, at 2.7. No, we're not. So if this rate cut that we were going to get on the 17th, remember last year we had this rate cut we had a half a point from the Fed. They thought the 10-year Treasury was just going to tank, and boy, everybody was going to be in hog heaven and buy cars again and houses, but it went up. Who says it's not going to happen again, where they cut 25 basis points and the rate continues to go higher, not down? And we're seeing evidence of that because we're starting to see more investors buying corporate bonds at lower rates than the treasuries at higher rates because they feel the corporate bonds have much less risk than the U.S. Treasuries. They think the U.S. Treasuries will default before the corporate junk bonds. So the only thing we've been doing is staying with our gold and staying with a few bank stocks and staying where the real money is going, all right? And safety, how do you protect yourself if this thing all blows up? You have to learn how to sell short. And we've been teaching selling short for years, as well as, of course, going long. Check it out. Just go to philsgang.com. We're an education group. We've been doing this for over 25 years now, 30 years. And we'll be happy to show you how to sell short. So don't get caught up with, the market's never going to come down again. The tech stocks, this AI. The market can always surprise you. Remember that. So be prepared. Now, if the market keeps going up, fine. Stay with your winners. But always protect yourself. Learn how to sell short because there's no place to hide this time when this market collapses. That's about it. So I hope this helped you out. I'll see you on the charts. Go to philsgang.com. Check us out. Free for 10 days.